take my iodine tabs with me. Most of the places we go back up in the wilderness, I don't think we need it. There is a couple spots that do have beavers up in there, but which is weird to me. Like,
they're way in there.
Way in there.
Welcome back to a new video. I'd say welcome back to Shed Tour, but this is more like Head Tour. I'm out here with Jeremy, and we're running the ridges in the desert looking for desert sheep.
Yep.
So I've actually been lucky enough to connect with a few guys on social media that do this deadhead stuff. Jeremy's one of them, and he has found a pile. So I've binge watched all his stuff, and he was nice enough to kind of give me some tips and stuff. And we're actually going to hit this area together. Have you been out here before?
No, I've never been to this side of the state. Just kind of stick over to the west side and hit over there in those spots. So it'll be fun hitting a new area.
He's probably giving me the best advice I got. He says, if you find where they live, you'll find where they die. So that's the goal. Trying to find really popular trails and bedding areas. So we're going to get up here on the top of these peaks and also try to do a lot of glassing. It's going to be a scorcher today. So we're just trying to take advantage of the cool early morning and get a head start and try to climb some elevation so we can spend the day glassing and, you know, just looking at these drainages. The goal today, I'd love to say each of us find a dead ram today. That's the goal. Well, we finally made it to this Guzzler. Sheep sign is definitely picking up. Nothing too wild. But yeah, they've got this wash dammed up and then some pipes running to these tanks. And Jeremy said they're full. Whoa. So yeah, check this out. This is all the catchments right here. They're not using it right now. Just kind of a bummer. Where the heck do you go if they're not around here? There is some fresh track, I guess. That's nasty looking. The last time I went to a Guzzler, it was full and the water actually looked pretty good. So I don't know what's going on here. I don't know what to think about it all, but here it is. Some fresh tracks around, but not a ton. So we might walk off this edge and try to glass, but I'll tell you what, wish we were seeing more tracks. Gotta be something to glass, huh? Look at this country. Oh man, we can we can spend all day right here, not even have to move if we wanted. Baby, that's Ram Deadhead Central. Since I started following Jeremy, I noticed that he's got quite a few Ollin snapshots of deadheads, which would lead me to believe they glass a few, right?
Yeah.
Or most.
80% probably. That's what
Glass?
I glass up. Yeah.
I like those odds, man. Well, we're going to save a little energy and mow it down. Like I said, guys, you can see the country. I mean, every direction we glass, there's plenty of opportunity.
What could we see from the highest height? What good are wings if I'm afraid to fly? All of the tremors that I have inside got me scared. Will you be there?
Well, nothing new for me. Just finding myself in the worst, nastiest, most unsafe place I could find. But dude, there's sheep tracks everywhere right here. And they are going all over up to the top of this. Because there's a Guzzler. So I figured, you know what, there's only one way to know. That's to hike up there to check for track and sign. There's plenty of it. Just need to get on top and I should get to that Guzzler, but man, this is freaking wild. Check that out, plenty of water this year. The catchment is over there, and it's like a dang petting zoo up here for poop, but surprisingly no fresh track. Must have somewhere else to go to get water this time of the year. There's some heavy trails coming from the high stuff, which is even higher. These Guzzlers are a good central point to check for track, but the chances of finding one like laying dead right next to it, probably not great because people come to them. But you can definitely tell these sheep are using this zone, and that's all we need. We just need sign. We don't necessarily need fresh sign. We didn't strike gold today. No deadheads were found. But I want to say thanks to Jeremy for coming out here and spending a day with me. He's got a wealth of knowledge, and I was just drilling him with questions and learned a lot. And he said he also agrees a lot of luck, but he's narrowed it down where he goes a lot. He finds a lot of sheds. So not sheds, but heads. It was fun to hike with him today, kind of see how his brain worked. And I just know it's a matter of time, guys. I got to put in the time, and I'll eventually get this head. But look how beautiful that is. Gosh, the desert is cool. Got the GFC popped up. I'm going to get the stove out, and it's bacon and eggs for dinner. Folks, it's day 2 out here. It's a gorgeous day. I got plenty of rest last night, had nobody to hang out with or talk to, so I think my watch said I got like over 9 hours of sleep last night, so I'm fully rested, feeling good, and I've got enough snacks and water for a full day if needed. I am starting out in the valley floor, and the reason I'm doing that is because a lot of these little areas, they have 2-track roads that go up into the canyons. And if I had to guess, obviously, those are going to have a lot higher foot traffic than maybe just some of these random canyons out here that just start at the valley floor and go up. All reality, it's not like I'm looking for a sheep head that's just like this year's winter kill. I'd be happy with a head that's 2, 3, possibly even 4 years old laying out here. So in order to do that and increase my odds, I thought it'd be good for me to just hike some of these random canyons. So you can see this canyon right here. I'm going to cruise up there, see what I could see in the wash bed, and then climb to the top and do some glassing. So day 2, guys, wish me luck. Well, this is pretty cool. I finally found my first sheep that are alive. I've got 2 ewes that are bedded, and of course they're bedded in like the rockiest stuff. But I've got the Ollin snapshot system on the binocular. It's always fun to run around with this, even when I'm either shed hunting or deadhead hunting, because I could film through here. So hopefully I get to film a deadhead through this sucker for you guys. But these ewes are just sitting there chewing their cud. Well, I sat there and watched those sheep that are bedded, and they're just kind of chewing their cud. And then right as I was about to get up, 2 more jumped up and started feeding. One thing I've never done is had a chance to really sit and watch desert sheep. I got to see a handful of them with Ben and Matt. But I'm going to walk up to this point right here and just kind of relax, eat some snacks, get some water, and just watch these things, kind of see what they do. Interesting animals, and I haven't really had much opportunity to spend much time with them. in their terrain. So I'll get some footage through the Ollin guys. We'll see if we can find us a ram maybe. Well, this has been super fun watching these sheep. I've been able to pick out like a dozen of them, and go figure, they're all in like the steepest, cliffiest stuff there is over on that side of the basin. Pretty sweet. Haven't seen any big rams, but a bunch of ewes and lambs, and I think a couple small rams. I've been, you know, glassing for dead bones and stuff like that. I haven't been able to pick any of that out, but it's pretty cool to see where these sheep are and see how they act. With all those sheep being right there, I might pay a little more attention to that side. You never know where you're going to find a deadhead, but where there's a lot of sheep, that's always a good tip anyways. Well, this trip wasn't the lucky trip. I never found a desert bighorn sheep deadhead, but I promise you one thing, it's just a matter of time. So stick with me on this journey to find dead sheep. And if you guys haven't already, check out our website at gethushin.com or shop our mobile app, and I will see you on the next video.